Hola, amigo. Thank you very much for the comment and greetings from New Jersey. The greenhouse is doing pretty well. We are going into our third winter with the greenhouse. I have yet to actually remove the plastic. Let me turn you around here if I can. Maybe not. Hold on. I've actually yet to remove the plastic, but it's holding up pretty well. Um, yeah, I guess it's about 3 years now we've had it up. I've got the sides ready to set up for roll up during the summer, and I just still have not done it. We've been able to maintain decent temperature without doing that. It gets a little bit hot sometimes, but been keeping a shade cloth on the back side where the sun really hits in the mid-afternoon to try to keep the temps down during the summer. I do want to get a larger one to span the whole thing. That'll help us out much more. But in general, things are going pretty well. Eventually added a exhaust fan that is set to go on when the inside reaches like 75 degrees. And during the summer, I'll have this big fan. I'll have both doors open, and I'll have that big fan blowing in down at the ground to try to bring some of the cooler air in, and then it'll rise up and come back and go back to the exhaust fan. I got that set up. It'll kick on when it hits 80 degrees. And yeah, things are going well. I've got a 220 heater set up that at the max output it gives me a 20-degree rise during the winter, so I don't have to use so much propane to keep it going all winter. I'm able to keep my plants at a low temp of 60 degrees for the most part with that. Obviously, if it goes below 30 degrees, I got to supplement with something. That's when I'll kick on the little heaters, little propane heater. But yeah, big improvement since the original video. I added some hurricane straps that I made up myself. I was a little bit iffy with the winds that we were getting that first year. Let me find one of them. We're getting some pretty good winds the first year, and I was getting a little crazy, staying up all night worrying about it. So I built these hurricane straps that bolt right to the 4x4 base, and these are 3 foot, half-inch iron rods that I just drove in on a 45-degree angle in opposite directions. So it's not really going anywhere. We've had some pretty bad wind. We've had a couple mini tornadoes come through. Obviously, nothing huge as far as that goes. We're in New Jersey. We do get more tornadoes than we did many years ago, but they're still not the worst. We've had some really bad winds come through, and this thing has held up pretty good. So I do attribute a lot of that to the extras that I added in. Um, I ran a purlin along the side here to try to tie the ribs together a little bit. I made up these angle brackets here that bolt onto the framework in the middle. The frame was never actually meant to really hold up the structure. It was really going to be just for like hanging basket plants and everything. And then I decided I'll tie it in to the ends to keep from, forward, backward, stability. And then once I put the purlins on, put them brackets on, it really solidified the thing. It doesn't really go anywhere. So things are holding up well. The plastic that I put on was a 4-year plastic, 4-year guarantee, 6 mil poly. And I did not know initially about the issues between PVC and polyplastic, that with dissimilar plastics you'll get a corrosion happening. You can see this sort of like white fading here. So far, 3 years in, it still has not completely destroyed. You can see it's a little bit more prominent up there where the rib used to be. It still has not completely destroyed the plastic. So I'm hoping that we get a couple more years out of it. I've seen people posting that, you know, even with uncovered PVC, they've had the plastic last anywhere from 6 to 12 years, I think was the one the guy was showing, but his was already falling through. So, not sure, but it was only guaranteed for 4 years anyway. So, if I get 4 out of it, I'll be happy. And then, you know, we'll see what we do on the next set. But things are holding up well. I appreciate the comment and the follow, and I appreciate, you know, checking things out. So, hope you stick around. Got big plans. See, we got tons of house plants here. Just been, you know, playing around with this and that. Anything that we can, you know, pick up, we just try to propagate and, you know, learn a little bit about what we're doing. And I'll try to get rid of some on Facebook Marketplace or sometimes Etsy. And we really haven't been too active with that lately, but we'll try to pick it up here at some point. Yeah, so hope you're doing well. Have a great day, and thanks again.